Tomorrow is the big day. Budget day in Fredericton. Yes, it's starting to snow. And by this time tomorrow morning, it's going to be a mess from what I hear. Not inside. Oh, I mean, there'll be a mess inside also. There's always a mess inside. Outside, it'll be all slush all over the place. Rain, snow. It's going to be a mess. Then I hear that there's supposed to be some protests. There hasn't been any protests here. Really hardcore protests in years. There's always hardly few people would show up. Mainly it's CUPE. CUPE would have their general meeting at the Fredericton Inn, and then at 12 o'clock they would all hop in a bus and they were all parked. Then they would come here, scream and holler for about an hour, and then they go back to the bus and return at the Fredericton Inn. But protests like to save the hospital at the Miramichi, that was what, Bernard Lord? Boy, time is flying. NB Power, Sean Graham, David Allward, Show Gas, Brian Gallant, he didn't want to bother nobody. There wasn't much there. Higgs, well, he backed off from the hospital cuts. If it wasn't for that, there'll be all kinds of people here tomorrow. But there will not be no election. I don't know who is David Kuhn, political advisor, beside me, but he don't listen to me. But what can I tell you? Can you say NDP? Ugh. Anyway, focus, Charles. David Kuhn said, why should we have an election? Doesn't make sense to have an election with the corona virus around. Stroke of genius. Why have an election with the corona virus around? There would be big signs at everybody's door. No candidates allowed. Scram. So right off the bat, but Vickers, full of anger, wouldn't give a damn. He's gonna order his liberals to vote against this budget and that the government falls. But the government will not fall if David Kuhn and his bunch, 2 other people, decides to support Higgs. So, what is Higgs going to do tomorrow? Is it going to be a hardcore budget? No. He'll be nice, and then he'll have to support the People Alliance and the Green Party. People don't want an election. As for Vickers, somebody brought up a little thought of mine this afternoon. See, when you're in the capital, you meet a lot of people and you hear all kinds of stories. This individual told me, maybe Higgs, Vickers, wants an election because he knows he's going to lose and he wants to get the hell out of there. He never expected that to be a leader of a political party is not the same as being a sergeant at arms and sit on your ass and once in a while you gotta shoot somebody. You could just tell so many stories about his life, but people want to hear the agenda. What's the agenda? Agenda of Vickers for New Brunswick. All he says is we're going to reunite the French and English for healthcare. The French and English for the healthcare. The French and English are not divided. I don't know what he's talking about. Maybe he left the province when Mayor Jones and L'Université de Moncton had their problems, and he thinks it's the same era as in the 70s. Okay, that didn't come out right. So bottom line, there'll be some protests here tomorrow. I'll be around. I got nothing else better to do. Will there be arrests? Nah. And it's going to be, they won't last long because the weather is going to be terrible. So, stay tuned.